Welcome to the University of the Free State.
Wa amohela ho University of the Free State.
Welkom by die Universiteit van die Vrystaat.
Siyakwamukela eNyuvesi yase-Free State.
Situated in the heart of South Africa, my university is a creation of the past, the present, and the future. Across our 3 campuses, 7 faculties have been home to some of the most magnificent minds. Everything we do is rooted in our values of excellence, innovation and impact, accountability, care, social justice, and sustainability. We have been changing the world for more than a century. We continue to pave the way and inspire a fresh stream of knowledge and skill to follow in the footsteps of our scholars and alumni. We hunger for knowledge that will help us to be better and to do better. Our facilities encourage excellence, pulling us towards the light of new insight and ways of applying what we know. We lead by example, advocating sustainability in everything that we do. While we are making a current impact, we are also steering towards the future with the knowledge and skills we need to take the lead. The next 12 years will be especially significant in our growth as our Vision 130 unfolds, which will peak in 2034 when the University of the Free State celebrates 130 years of existence. Vision 130 is our strategic intent to reposition the university for 2034. Join us on this journey. Together, we will go further.
Welcome to the University of the Free State's annual Eco-Vehicle Race. Initiated in 2018, the Eco-Vehicle project aims to help students from different academic programs to develop the graduate attributes needed to address issues of sustainable resources, as it remains one of the top 5 challenges facing the global population of today. It becomes increasingly important then for university graduates to possess the necessary knowledge, skills, and values to respond to these global challenges in innovative ways. Each year, the race evolves, reflecting advancements in commitment to sustainable practices and becoming more accurately aligned with the 4th Industrial Revolution.
This event is the highlight of a 9-month educational journey through the Eco-Vehicle Sustainable Skills Program. Here, students engage in hands-on activities that span from constructing solar-powered charging stations to programming Bluetooth-enabled vehicles, equipping them with the knowledge and skills needed for the challenges of sustainable engineering.
The skills program is structured into 5 developmental cycles. Cycle 1 introduces students to the fundamentals of solar energy and vehicle mechanics, including building solar-powered charging stations and assembling geared motor vehicles. Cycle 2 advances Bluetooth-enabled vehicles, enhancing students' skills in app integration and vehicle dynamics. Cycle 3 centers on refining eco-vehicles and learning about rolling resistance, suspension, speed control, among others. Cycle 4 develops solar charging stations further with a focus on energy efficiency and battery management. The 5th and final cycle prepares students for race day, emphasizing advanced steering mechanisms and programming.
10 teams from across the UFS campuses, including Kwakwa, Bloemfontein and South campuses, as well as participants from the Central University of Technology, come together to demonstrate the power of collaboration in fostering innovation.
Race Day features 3 main events, each designed to test different aspects of vehicle performance and engineering acumen. The Smart Lab is a challenge where teams navigate a 0.9 kilometer track, aiming to complete the lab in under 3 minutes and to use the least watt-hours of energy. In the obstacle course, drivers face a 100-meter track filled with sharp turns and sudden stops, where every mistake adds 5 seconds to their time, testing both precision and speed. The endurance race is the ultimate test of sustainability. Teams strive to complete as many laps as possible within just 45 minutes on the same 0.9 kilometer track, where the most energy-efficient vehicle claims victory.
The race is also accompanied by a car exhibition, where top manufacturers display the latest electric vehicle technology, offering a glimpse into the future of sustainable transportation. And now, after months of rigorous preparation, it is finally time to hit the track and watch as the teams put their ingenuity and endurance to the test. Join us and find out who has the drive to win this year's Eco Vehicle Race.
Welcome to the Kovsie Act Annual Eco Vehicle Race 2024. After 9 months of hard work, 10 teams have completed a 5-cycle skills program, and now it's their time to show all the skills that they've learned on this challenge, the Eco Vehicle Race 2024. My name is Teddy Sibia, and today I am here with JD.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I don't think I heard enough sound when Teddy introduced the Eco Vehicle Race 2024. So can we make some more noise for the Eco Vehicle Race 2024? Guys, please do remember that there is a Spirit Cup up in competition. So you guys need to show your spirit. You guys need to show that you are here to support your teams today. So let's make some noise for the Eco Vehicle Race 2024. That is a lot better. So we have the teams that will be walking around the racetrack. So they will be exposed to the racetrack right now. This will be the first time that they're actually going on the racetrack, just to see what the challenge are that they might be facing. Mr. Sibia, can we just get an idea of which team is currently coming towards us?
All right, as we prepare for the walkthrough, for all the teams to witness the track on their own, we're first going to have in front of us West College, which will be followed by North College, then South Campus, then Central College, then Kwakwa Campus, Kovsie Q, Kwakwa Campus number 2, South Campus, CUT 1, and CUT 2 numbers. All right, so if those teams can start making their way towards the start line so that we can start, and then you guys can go around the track and see how it is.
All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Sibia. So while the teams are walking around the track, we're just going to get some insights on what's happening or what has been happening with the teams during the preparation. So with me, I have one of the team members. Can you please introduce yourself?
Hi, my name is Anele Mkize and I'm part of the West College team.
Thank you so much, Anele. What is your role exactly in the team?
So I'm an additional member, which means I'm basically an all-rounder. I have to be everywhere all at once. So if there are any hand shorts, that's where I have to be.
I remember when you guys had your test runs, you guys had a little bit of a crash, right? How did you guys prepare for these challenges? Do you have any challenges that you might be facing with the damaging of your car, or is everything 100%?
Well, I have to say it was kind of a shake-up because we wanted to be here, but I think it was more of a mindset type of thing. So we had to just act on as if, you know, there was nothing wrong with the car, it was out of our hands. We just need to make sure that our strategy was winning this day.
Thank you so much, Anele. Last question. Which cycle was the most challenging for you?
Definitely the Bluetooth race cycle, because it was like a combination of so many things. You had to think about the forces that we've learned about. We had to think about the components that we built in cycle 1. We had to kind of put that all together. And I think it was really a struggle to try and see everything holistically. But, you know, we got through it and I learned so much. So, yeah.
Thank you so much, Anele. I really hope you guys are going to perform as you want to today. Thank you so much. All right. So next with me, sorry, ladies and gentlemen, technology is definitely taking its toll on me today. Can I please have Daniel from East College, also known as Danny? How are you this morning?
I'm good, thanks. How are you, Jane?
I'm doing very well. You're looking very beautiful in your bright yellow colors. Hopefully you guys are going to take away the Spirit Cup. I'm assuming that's what you're going for.
Yes, that's like we are going for. We wanted to just bring like a Pelly's Park sort of vibe to the eco-vehicle so that we can show that we are together as one college, because when you go to Pelly's Park, it's more of a residence thing, so we wanted to make it one college thing.
All right, so just for the people there who don't know you, please just introduce yourself, what team you're from, and what your role is in that team.
Okay, I'm Danielle Duplessis, and I'm the RC Act from Roosmarijn. I'm in the East College team. I'm a safety officer, and the safety officers are just there in case of an emergency. If the car catches fire, we know how to put out the fire, we know how to deal with the fire, and we know who to contact in case of a real serious emergency.
So last week we had the Bluetooth race, right? Were there any deductions you could make about how to prepare for today's race while taking part in the Bluetooth race?
I think I learned a little bit more about the track because there was a mini version of the track. So I learned more about the track and sort of how to navigate the ups and the downs of it. Also the circle, like how to go around that. That was I learned last week, sorry.
And then what were your team dynamics this week specifically leading up to the race day?
I think for us, we got along from the beginning. It was a little bit touch and go because sometimes we did disagree. But in this week leading up, I think we all agreed to put those things aside and come together so that this day can be a success for our college. So we worked hard, like during the week we did all our preparations. We had late meetings so that today can be a success for us and our college.
And last question, Danny. Last year, East College walked away with the Bluetooth race as a victory. Unfortunately, they did not perform at the Eco Vehicle race. What do you think your team will place, or where do you think your team will place this year?
I think we worked hard to close the gap, so I think that we will place first, to be honest. I want us to win. I need us to win.
Thank you so much, Danny. Thank you, and good luck for today's race. Andiswa, you can come. Good morning, Andiswa. How are you?
Good morning, JD. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Please introduce yourself, the team that you're coming from, and then your role.
Okay. So my name is Andy Somtiane. I'm RC Act on Environmental Affairs of House Valvicha, and I am a representative of North College. And under the North College team, I am one of the drivers.
I can hear North College making a lot of noise for Andiswa right now. Listen, the other teams are definitely up for that Spirit Cup listening to the noise coming from North College. What was something you learned from the skills program that you didn't know before? Because I know a lot of the people that are in the skills program aren't necessarily engineers. So what did you learn that you didn't know before?
So obviously, the first thing that I can say I learned from the skills program is how to work as a team, because with the skills program, you paired up with people that you genuinely don't know like that from other residences. So it has to come into play to know how to communicate and work efficiently together. And the biggest thing that I've taken away from the program is obviously the skills that it comes with, how to program, how to make the car. All of that has just been beautiful to learn, and I hope it's information I can genuinely use one day and like share with others.
And then as Andiswa is speaking, the North College car is passing behind us right now. The track this year is a lot different from what it has been the past few years. So are there any challenges that you think you might face, and have you prepared for them?
So, the track is very much different from last year. I feel like last year's track was a bit simpler than this year, because this year there's a lot of turns, there's a lot of uphill, downhill. So it's going to be a strategy of the driver needs to be aware of the track, like actually map it down and drive cautiously around the corners, be able to slow down and not necessarily want to speed through everything.
Thank you so much, Andiswa. It seems like you guys are prepared very well for this year's race. Good luck. I hope you guys get the results that you are looking for.
Last year, we can do it again.
That is the spirit. Can we please have the next team representative join me from South College? I think she's just still a little bit shaken up from the heat that North College was bringing. Can you please introduce yourself, the team that you're from, and then also what your role is?
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Larisha Olivier, and I am from House Murray Lane, South College, and I am the safety officer.
Thank you so much. I just have a few questions for you. I hope you're not nervous. Are you nervous?
No, I'm fine.
All right. I just wanted to know, during your practice runs, so I don't know if you have to whisper this to me, because the other teams might hear and they'll realize that you guys might be, the competition. During your practice runs, what was your fastest time and your lowest wattage usage?
We had 2 practice days, and on the second day, we had the fastest time, which was 46.85 seconds, and that was between 370 and 385 wattage.
Thank you so much. And then, do you think that the times that you guys made and the wattage that you got out of your practice runs, you guys are going to be able to compete with today's competition?
Yes, I believe so. I believe we can do better. We're very competitive, so I feel like the winners of last year should be scared of us. We're coming in with heat.
Thank you. I just have one last question. Which was the most challenging part, or which cycle was the most challenging for you in this entire program?
That would be the second cycle, where we had to do the Bluetooth car race and the coding. So the day before the Bluetooth car race, my battery decided to burn. I was so freaked out. I thought I wasn't going to be able to partake on that day. So that was mostly the challenge for me. And not being somebody that likes robotics, it was really challenging for me to code from my laptop and put everything on my phone and then just maneuver the car with my phone. So, yeah. But I overcame it. My car could drive.
That's very good to hear. Do you think that maybe now you like robotics a little more after the program?
Most definitely. I know after this, I'm going to teach my little brother how to do the Bluetooth coding.
I'm pretty sure you guys are going to have a very good bonding session. Good luck to your team. I really hope you guys get the results you want today. All right, so next we have Tando with us from Central College. Central College were the winners of the Bluetooth race day last weekend for those who were keeping up with our social media platforms. Tando, please introduce yourself, obviously your team, and then the role that you're playing.
Firstly, I'd like to acknowledge my team. Thank you, guys. We're taking this one. Yeah. But regardless of that, I am Tando April, the RC Act from House Career. Basically, I am the driver for Central College. Last week, we took it. We took the Bluetooth race. I was home. And then we studied the track. It's not about how you drive, but it's calculations. You must think practically, you see. So a lot of people think speed and whatnot, but it's not about that.
All right, so since you guys were the winners last and you just mentioned a few things, do you think that the Bluetooth race is going to contribute to your outcome in today's race?
Most definitely, most definitely. Seeing that there was a mini version of the track, now throughout the cycles that we did, we got a vision of how we have to execute this race today. Yeah.
Thank you, Tando. Last year, in comparison to your placement last year, do you guys have any different strategies this year? And where would you like to place on the ranks this year?
From last year, we came third place. So this year we are planning just to go 2 steps ahead, which is number 1. I don't know if I should be sharing my strategies because there's a lot of ears right now. But one thing I can say that now we have understood how we need to save our energy. And then in terms of turns, there's some few tricks that you do. I was speaking to Lewis Hamilton yesterday, and then he taught me some few stuffs. Now we got it.
Thank you so much, Tando. I really hope you guys are going to get that 2 places above from last year. I was watching Tando prepare during his test runs, and this man can really drive in these eco-vehicle race cars. So next, can I please welcome Kovsie from... it seems like the team members are a little nervous, camera shy today. Please introduce yourself, the team that you are from, and then also the role that you play in the team.
Good day, everyone. I am Kovsie, all the way from Gwagwa. I will be representing Makanati's team, and I'm one of the drivers today. I will be doing the obstacle course.
All right. Are you tired? When did you guys arrive in Bloemfontein?
We arrived here yesterday around 8 p.m. Yeah.
All right. So, quick question. I asked this to one of the team members earlier. The track this year is very, very different from the track that we've had the past 2 years. Did you guys plan after the track was released? Did you guys plan on how you're gonna attack all of the challenges that you might face today? And especially since you are the driver, what are your strategies gonna be?
I can't say much, but we have some. We are fully prepared today. We did prepare. We have some few tricks up our sleeves. So, yeah, that's it.
All right, and then during your practice runs, what was your fastest time and your lowest wattage? And do you think you'll be able to compete with the rest of the teams with those results that you got during your practice runs?
Okay, with my first practice, I managed to get like 20 watts within 45 minutes. Then the second practice, the results was more like the same. So it was 45 minutes. Then I managed to get like 26 watts, yeah, somewhere there.
All right, that sounds pretty low on the watt usage. So I definitely think you guys are gonna stand a big chance to win today. But who am I to say? I don't know what the results are gonna show. Thank you so much. I really hope you guys are gonna do amazing today. Thank you so much, Kovsie. All right, can we please have the next representative join me? Good morning, sir. How are you?
Great, thanks. And yourself?
I'm fine, thank you. Can you please introduce yourself, the team that you are representing, and then your role that you're playing in your team?
Thank you. My name is Francis Hobela, aka Ray July. So I'm from Kokwa campus, so the winning team of last year.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, so as you can hear, we have two different teams representing Kwakwa today. They are obviously also competing against each other. So I have to ask this question. You just heard Khotso's time and watt usage. Do you guys think, obviously in comparison to your practice runs, you guys will be able to compete with the time and the wattage that Khotso just mentioned?
Yes, we are really prepared for everything that comes. So really, it's not a matter of what comes, but how much we are prepared for. So yeah, we can beat that.
All right, and then I just want to ask you, which cycle, you guys have been going through this program for 9 months, which cycle was the most challenging for you?
The most challenging cycle was cycle of the Bluetooth race. So I can't really say it was much of challenging, but also it was enjoyable because we had to work as a team and as well as working on the winning formula that will work for us at the end. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And then one last question that just popped into my head right now. I know last week in the Bluetooth race, you guys didn't really get the results that you wanted. How are you going to make sure today that you leave with that eco vehicle trophy?
Last year we won the smart race. So if we did it once, we can do it again. And we came back with fire. So get ready to be smoked. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I love the energy from the teams today, ladies and gentlemen. Everything is going very well. Can I please have the representative of the next team come forward? Good day, sir. How are you?
I'm good, and yourself?
You're going to have to just speak a little louder. I know there's a mic in front of you, but the people at home most probably couldn't hear. How are you today?
I'm all right, and yourself?
I'm fine, thank you. Can you please introduce yourself, the team that you're with, and then the role that you're playing?
I'm representing CUT, the second team, the black one, actually. I'm basically the engineer who's setting up the car. Yeah, that's my role at the moment.
Okay, so as you heard, we also have two teams from CUT. So this is one of the teams that's representing CUT today. I know that CUT had a little bit of an injury. I'm not sure if that happened in your team. Was that injury in your team?
Yeah, it was in our team. It was actually on our first try. She was testing the car and then she had a major crash, but it wasn't that much of a big injury. So she's actually the one driving today as well. So she recovered well. And then we managed to fix the car and yeah, everything went well.
All right, so after the injury, do you guys think that you needed to change your strategies, or after the crash, do you guys think you needed to change a few of your strategies?
Yeah, so after the injury, what happened was we realized there was something faulty with the brakes of our car, so we kind of had to reset and change everything in terms of setup of the car, and then yeah, then everything is sorted now.
All right, so this is only the second year that CUT is competing in the eco vehicle race. This is then obviously also a very new track for you guys. What are the challenges that you think you guys might face, and are you prepared for that? If you don't mind sharing some of those strategies with us as well.
Yeah, the track is a little bit different this year, but what I actually think the challenges we're all going to face is because the track has a lot of corners and steep and all of that, right? So meaning saving battery is going to be harder because now you're going to require to use more, but I can actually share the tricks as to how we're going to go about saving when it comes to that.
All right, do you think CUT, one of the CUT teams are going to walk away with the winning trophy today?
Obviously, yeah.
Thank you so much. Can I please have Palesa from South Campus join me next? Palesa, how are you this morning?
I am well, thank you. And yourself?
I'm fine, thank you. Please introduce yourself, the team that you're from, and then also the role that you're playing.
My name is Palesa Portia Peterson. I am the RC Environmental Affairs Act and Housekeeping of House Lechai. I'm also a representative from South Campus. I am also the marketing officer for the team.
All right, Portia. Did your teams have any crashes during your trial runs, during your training runs? Were there any crashes?
No. There were no crashes. We did have challenges here and there with the wheels, but there was no crashes. We do have drivers.
All right, so with the wheel challenges, do you feel like you guys are going to be prepared for today? Are those wheel challenges, do you guys sort them out? Or are they going to be a problem for you in the race today?
Definitely not. I believe after the crash happened, the wheels problem, we went to go sit down and plan if it ever happens during the race, how are we going to maneuver it? And we do have a strategy on how we're going to maneuver that.
All right, and then during your practice runs, I know you were driving at some point. During your practice runs, what was your fastest time and your lowest watt usage?
My fastest time was 0.45 seconds. I used 15 watts. Should I answer why I'm not a driver anymore? Please. Unfortunately, I believe in giving others a chance. So I'm going to let them bring it home for us.
Thank you so much, Portia. I really, really hope South Campus is going to bring it home. I know, hopefully, Mr. Freddy is watching this. I know that he's most probably shouting right now and seeing you right now. Thank you so much. I really hope you guys are going to get your results. Next, can we please have the other representative of the second CUT team? Good morning. How are you feeling today?
I'm feeling great. Very excited to win the race.
Can you please introduce yourself, the team that you're representing, and then also your role in that team?
My name is Fanolofa Zoranzani. I'm one of the drivers for CUT Team 1.
All right, so what was your biggest challenge, or which cycle in the program did you find the most challenging?
I found the fourth cycle very challenging as one of the drivers, finding the best way to drive the eco vehicle in such a way that it conserves energy and we make the best time as well.
I remember last week CUT, both the CUT teams had quite a lot of problems with their Bluetooth cars. Do you think that the outcomes of last week is going to influence how you guys perform in today's race?
I believe it's given us an opportunity to go back to the drawing board and work on our strategy, establish our roles properly, but definitely we know for sure we're coming for the win, so definitely.
All right, and then, like I said to the previous CUT team, this is only your second year taking part in the eco vehicle race, and this is obviously also a brand new track. Do you guys have any strategies on how you'll be tackling the challenges that you might face with this new track?
Like everyone said, we don't want to share our secrets, but definitely conserving as much energy as possible, making the best time, and having fun.
Thank you so much. I really hope you do have fun. Eco vehicle race is always immaculate vibes. All right, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see behind me, we already have the teams lining up for their first race today. Mr. Sibia, do you have a visual on where the rest of the teams are on the track at the moment? All right, so while the other teams are still coming in, I think I'm just going to start interviewing some of these drivers that are currently in the cars, just to see what the energy is like on the racetrack today. Good morning, sir. How are you today?
Good morning, ma'am. I'm doing great. And how are you?
Are you doing good? All right, so I can see you're representing Kwakwa campus. All right, do you think you guys are going to walk away with the Smart Lap trophy again this year and maybe a little more?
Definitely, I think so. I'm quite optimistic. we'll give it our best. And yeah, we'll see. I guess we'll see with the results after this. So I cannot just give you just a straight answer.
What is the time that you are hoping to do in the Smart Lab?
That's less than 2 minutes, 50 seconds. Yeah.
All right. Okay, so you guys heard it here first. That is the time that you are going to be up against, ladies and gentlemen. I have to also give the mic to one of the engineering mediators, I'm assuming you are. One of the teammates. Okay, we also have one of the other drivers with us right now. Do you have faith in your teammate?
Yeah, I have a lot of faith in him.
You have a lot of faith, so you think that they will be able to make the proper time for the Smart Lab?
I believe so.
All right, thank you so much. Good morning, Mr. Tafiwa. How are you doing today?
No, man, I'm screaming West College one way. You know, we had to do this thing. We were number 8 last year. That's not going to be the same this year.
That is the engineering mediator from West College, ladies and gentlemen. If you didn't hear what he just said, they are walking away with the trophy. No 8th place for West College this year. All right, Tando, here I am again. I see after you left me in front, you're in a car. Are you ready for this?
I was born ready. This thing is in the blood. I mean, we're taking it home, man.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Tando. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I think just to get the vibes that we have at the Eco Vehicle Race today, we should definitely go into the crowd. We need to see what the crowd's opinions are going to be today. Maybe some of the supporters are supporting other colleges. You never know. All right, I'm going to go straight to West College since their engineering mediator said that they are taking home the trophy. I want to know if the teams and the supporters also feel the same. All right, guys. So you heard your engineering mediator. Who do you think is going to walk away with the Eco Vehicle Race Day trophy this year? College! All right, it seems like the West College team definitely has the support that they need. Ladies and gentlemen, I've never, ever seen so much energy at an Eco Vehicle Race Day. All of the teams are here, all of the supporters are here. You can see exactly which teams are supporting or which supporters are here for their teams, ladies and gentlemen. We can just have a quick pan over and of the crowd. All right, Mr. Sibia.
Gentlemen, it's about time that we start. So now that the racers and the drivers are prepared to start with the lap, we are quickly going to hand over to Dr. Viapia Val to give us a welcoming message to all the teams and as well as the spectators. Over to you, Dr. Val.
Welcome to the 7th Eco Vehicle Race. I have to say the teams look awesome. This is a culmination of a lot of hard work. They had to go through four learning cycles. This is the 5th learning cycle, the Eco Vehicle Race of today. And we want to wish all the teams all the best. It's going to be a lot of fun. Of course, the heart of this project is to give students an opportunity to develop certain skills that will optimally position them in the labor market. So we started this project 7 years ago, and we said that the heart of the project is really to give our students an opportunity to develop skills and knowledge. Thank you, JD. All right, so as I was saying, the heart of the project is really to give students an opportunity to develop skills and knowledge that will position them optimally in the international labor market. So all the best to all the teams. We're looking forward. I wonder who's going to be the winner. All right. The game is on. Let it begin.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, as we prepare for the first race, the Smart Lab, the rest of the team, the crew is behind the gates, and we only have with the driver, the engineering mediators who are just giving the last words of wisdom before we start this Smart Lab. So what's going to happen in this particular race, the drivers and the teams have 2 minutes 30 seconds to finish a 0.9 kilometer track. And the winner of this particular race then will be that team that had used the least amount of energy in the time that are given of 2 minutes 30 seconds. So what's going to happen, if I can just get the attention of the engineering mediators. First 2 cars on my line start, followed by the next 2, and so forth until number 10. You're allowed to push the driver only up till the race, and then you will have a 10-second delay. So 2 will leave, 10 seconds later, 2 will leave. But for that to happen, you need to bring them to the start line. And that, powerful stuff. All right. Over to you, Sydney. We are about to start this race. One minute 57 seconds into the race, and we already had an incident on one of the vehicles, the black CUT vehicle, and at the moment we are still having a leader in front, which is the white CUT vehicle, almost coming back, passing around zone 7. We are left to at a minute. I'm hoping that the rest of the drivers that are in there are aware of the time, and they need to be back and have passed the finish line in 2 minutes 30 seconds. As the CUT car is heading towards an obstacle there that we've placed for them, they need to maneuver carefully as they go through these particular ramps that we've set for them. Since the cars are very low, we've relied on making ramps for them that they're able to go through. For M. Right, we see CUT's cars approaching and has crossed the finish line with 21 seconds left on the clock. And followed by car number 3.
Thank you so much, Teddy. Let me just quickly, while the adrenaline is still high, get the feels from the CUT driver. She was very, very positive when we spoke earlier. How do you feel about what just happened right now?
Great. The strategy just went perfectly, and I'm just enjoying myself right now.
I'm glad. I hope you guys are going to get to the results you have. Looking at the way you were driving, I think that the teams need to look out for this CUT car. Mr. Wandile, how are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
I am doing great. How do you feel about your team today?
I think I'm good. I'm happy as long as the car stayed on the track. It's fine.
That is amazing. All right, so I'm going to speak to the South College driver quickly since they crossed over the line second. How do you feel about your results?
Yeah, it's one heck of a rush. Eh? Yeah, I really feel like I did well. Yeah, I managed to, get second place, so it's a decent run.
Do you think that you guys have set the pace for the rest of the day?
Yeah, I feel like we caught up. We managed to beat our time, So yeah.
All right, thank you so much. We're still waiting for a few cars to come in. Mr. Sibia, if you have a visual on where the cars are at the moment.
We're seeing that the CUT car, the black one, is stuck on the circle far back into the furthest part of the racetrack, as well as the West College car. During their practices, they did run into an accident, and I suppose that has affected how they are operating now in this current race. So let's hope that they will be able to still work with their car until the endurance race. And we'll also see that the Kwakwa campus car has lost control somewhere next to the ramps. And they are also just trying to get that out of the way. And the time for these particular two cars has expired. And it's really sad to hear that their scores will not be counted since they are immediately eliminated in this round. That is so unfortunate.
So just a repeat of what Teddy said earlier. If the teams do not finish or cross the finish line in less than 2 minutes, 30 seconds, they are immediately eliminated. So the cars that are currently on the track, unfortunately, have been eliminated from the Smart Lab, and they will obviously not get any points for this race. See, I love it when the drivers just come straight at me and I don't have to run to them to ask them questions. East College, I know that you guys really, really want to take this home today. How do you feel about what just occurred in the Smart Lab?
It was great. We did really well. It's only a small little accident there, but I think we did really well. So we are confident that we can take this.
Do you think that this lab helped you to kind of plan for what you guys are going to do in your endurance lab and to take the trophy home?
Yeah, I learned more about the road and now I understand the turns and stuff. So now I have a clear view if I go into in the endurance race, what to do and what's going to happen. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Mr. Sibia, do we have any updates on the cars that are still stuck on the track?
At the moment, we are waiting for the rest of the vehicles to head back, and the next challenge is just about to happen. At the moment, the judges are gathering the watt hours on each of the vehicles just to find out how much energy each of these vehicles used in the time that they were given to complete this lap.
I'm just going to ask all of the team members just to be vigilant when you are walking on the track. While a race is going on, please try to avoid crossing the track. So since there are still cars coming in, just for your own safety, let's not walk across the track. I'm seeing that there is a lot of planning going on amongst the teams, Mr. Sibia.
Indeed, there is. They need to relook at their strategy. They've been at it for 9 months trying to figure out what best way to actually tackle today's race. And I suppose now it's about time to show that what they've learned in these past 9 months. As the teams are fixing to go back to the start line of the obstacle course, we are just going to wait for them to gather there, and then we can see what the next race is. The energy meters of the vehicles as they come in will still be recorded, even though they have passed the time that they were allocated to complete this 0.9 kilometer track.
I'm seeing a lot of drama around the car. So I'm just going to ask one of the team members to explain what is currently happening over here.
Thank you. What is currently happening is that they haven't recorded the results yet, so they are recording them now.
So apparently there's no drama. They're just very excited and trying to make sure that the correct times are recorded. I thought we were going to get some interesting facts about what happened on the track, but it seems like the car is going forward and ready to compete.
Yes, I guess they have this under control. It is very important that before they head back to start the obstacle course, that their energy meters are recorded so that we can determine who the winner is in this 0.9 smart lap.
All right, Mr. Sibia, I'm just going to head into some of the pit stops while the teams are preparing for the obstacle race. And the first team I have with me is the CUT team. This is the team that went over the finish line first. Just a reminder that there are two CUT teams, and they are also competing against each other. So I want to know, after seeing the track for the whole entire team, do you guys know what you're going to do to win the endurance race as well?
Yeah, we're definitely going to, we have a strategy that we have planned because we saw like the track is not actually what we thought we saw on the map, and how even and how the slopey the road is. So we saw like there's some minor bumps there that they're going to be a problem, but we have a strategy for it.
All right, so before the endurance race, you guys are going to be facing an obstacle course. Are you ready for that obstacle course?
Yes, we are.
Who is going to be your driver for the obstacle course? All right, so they're putting their faith in the person who just won, if I'm not mistaken, the smart lap. But I stand to be corrected. She will also then be doing the obstacle course for the CUT team. Do you think that you will be able to win the obstacle course?
Definitely, we put in a lot of practice. We have a strategy, and we're here to have fun. So I think we're ready.
Thank you so much. So, as I said before, this is only CUT's second year taking part in the eco-vehicle race, and they're already making so many waves. I'm pretty sure the Bloemfontein campus, the Kwakwa campus, and the South campus teams are shaking in their boots. So I think it's only fair that we go find out. North College. How are you guys doing today?
We are feeling good. We are ready for this thing, Shady.
Oh, that is great. I love to hear it. Sibu? Hello. My love. Hello. Do you think you guys are going to go and take the trophy this year?
I think the pressure is very high because we're the current reigning champs. But I'm hopeful in our team. We've put a lot of hard work into this, so we're really doing our best.
And how do you guys feel about the Smart Lab results? Is that the results you guys wanted? Do you wish that you could have done better?
It was proper. Better than expected, actually.
Apparently, their Smart Lab results were better than expected, so I really hope that the other teams are ready for what is coming. It seems like the first two teams that I've interviewed are so ready for today. Next, the teams will maybe start getting ready for the obstacle course. I'm just going to look at one more team before we head back to Mr. Sibia. I am definitely going to try and look for the team that is, just falling around a lot to see if I can get some panic. It seems like there's a lot going on. It seems like there's a lot. All right. Can I come announce?
as the teams are starting to prepare for the obstacle course, they are given 100 meters to tackle a slalom course where they will be able to winner be determined by the shortest time that is able to complete this 70-meter track for the obstacle course. The aim of this is not to get penalties, as the drivers will be going to slalom course through the cones that will be set out in front of them, and then the shortest time is the winner. At the moment, they are still preparing. We're going to do the same follow-up as the numbers on the vehicles, where car 1 will do, and they will have 3 minutes. If they go over that 3 minutes, then that will mean that they are disqualified. The winner of this race is not just determined by how the driver does it, but really they need to show some sort of interaction with their team members. That is where another challenge comes in, because the team members will be given some plastic balls that they need to throw into the vehicle of the driver, and to see how many balls that driver can catch while they're still fighting to be the lowest time on this track that they are given. For every mistake that the driver does, a penalty is given in added 5 seconds to their time. First, if they remove their hands from the steering wheel, the same 5 seconds will be given, and also for each ball that they miss. So we're looking forward to see how the driver is able to work together with their teams and still be able to work this track through and become winners. JD, is there any progress on that side, just to see if the drivers are set for this obstacle course? If we remember last year, we could not do the obstacle course because of the rain. Now this year, we're looking forward to really test the drivers in all ways to make sure that really they are coming out as a skilled person at the end of this.
All right, so when I went into the pit stops, Mississippi, it seems like a lot of the teams are preparing for the obstacle course. I saw one of the CUT teams have their car on the trestle. Unfortunately, I didn't have time to interview them to find out if maybe something went wrong and they need to fix their car before they go into the obstacle course. This is the first time that we are going to be witnessing this obstacle course. So I'm very, very interested to see what the teams have prepared for us and if they will be able to compete and focus, as well as keep the drivers especially, to make sure that they keep the cars in the track, dodging the obstacles, as well as getting as many balls into the car as they possibly can. Unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, I can't go back into the pit stops. I would have loved to continue to interview some of the teams, but my mic will be cutting off if I go any further than this. So what I am going to do is ask anyone that has a radio to call the East College, one of the East College team members closer to me, just so that we can see what their preparations are looking like at the moment. Mrs. Ibia, can you get someone from the East College team to join me this side?
The engineering mediator for East College, Corbin Butler, I'm sure he's under pressure where he is. Can he please come join us to the front here? If we remember from last year's results that the East College was last on the overall, and I'm sure that this year they're doing their best to come out on top. There's a lot of pressure for them to improve from last year's results so that they can become victorious this year. At the moment, we are slightly delayed because the car that's supposed to start is actually still not able to join on the lineup. So we're quickly going to find out what the issue is, and then we will then start with this obstacle course shortly. I think this gives time for the other drivers as well to quickly do a short pit on their cars and minor services so that they're equipped to do this obstacle course, seeing that there's quite a few challenges that they'll have to face during this.
Thank you so much, Mr. Sabia. Right next to me, we have the engineering mediator of East College. Please just run us through about what's going on at your pit stop at the moment.
Okay, thank you so much for that, Ms. Carol. So currently at our pit stop, we're just waiting for the obstacle course to take place. We've already identified the 5 people that are going to be throwing the balls in, and so the driver's ready for that. Yeah, we're ready to take the obstacle course.
Do you think that the 5 people that are going to be throwing the balls have good aim? Have any of them taken part in sports in their lives?
Well, I hope. But no, I explained all the rules clearly to them. They know that they're supposed to stand still and throw the ball into a moving car. So yeah, I'm hoping for the best.
All right, so do you think you guys are going to take the obstacle course?
Oh no, definitely. Beats College for the win.
Thank you so much, Mr. Butler. As you can hear, the East College is ready, prepared. They're just waiting for the obstacle course to start. As soon as the obstacle course is on the way, we will then try and interview as many people as possible as they cross or finish the obstacle course, just to see where the teams think that they are falling this year. This year, the competition is quite intense. I'm seeing that all of the teams are very serious. The engineering mediators are so invested in their teams and trying to make sure that they walk away with that trophy this year. I don't know where my money is today. I can't tell you, but it seems like the competition is going to be very tough. Mr. Sibia, do we have any update on the car that needs to be added into the race?
I was just informed now, not so long ago, that the first car that's supposed to do the obstacle course is not ready for the race. So we are quickly going to determine what should happen, if the car should then be eliminated or if we should continue with the lineup. We are quickly going to consult on that, and then we shall return and with a short answer. All right, after consultation, we've since decided that we are going to start with the obstacle course with the car number 2, and then we'll give them a chance to do their car later. So if the car number 2 can quickly get into the track so that we can try and get this challenge going.
It seems like there's a bit of a hold up with car number 2 as well. I don't know, Mr. Sibia. It seems like the teams are getting a little nervous. None of them want to go first because obviously the first car that takes part in this race will be setting the standard. It seems like none of the teams are ready for the obstacle course today. It might just be a bit of nerves. But while we are waiting for the cars to come, I'm waiting for one of the team members from Kwakwa Car, who was supposed to go first, to join me for just a little interview to see what the issues are that they have with their car. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so I have one of the Kwakwa 1 team members. I have one of the Kotko 1 team members joining me right now. What are the issues that you guys are currently facing with your car that you can't get your car onto the track for the obstacle course?
We actually crashed, when we were like turning. But one of the stuff that we've actually realized is that now we don't have to turn like with the high speed. So we need to slow down before we can then turn. So it's one of the reasons that we're actually having right now. And then, yeah, we're just trying to assemble, all the parts to just try and check what is the problem. And then we should be ready to, race very shortly.
All right, I remember last year Kotko also had quite a lot of issues with their cars. Do you think that the crash that you guys had now is going to influence how you will be performing in the endurance race?
Yeah, definitely. But I think with the assistant that we're actually getting, we are confident that we are very going to win. Yeah, at least this time around, we know for sure that we're going to take the cup with us back to Kotko.
Thank you so much. You guys heard it here first. The Kotko team is fixing their car and ready to compete as soon as they fix their car. They are not going to let one small minor problem put them back from winning the cup today. The energy here today is immaculate. I'm seeing North College being hyped up by the team members from the pit stops. And it seems like the North College is going for that Spirit Cup. I just have to remind all of the teams that there is a Spirit Cup up for grabs. Please do make sure that you are constantly showing the support for your teams. However, when we have announcements, when Mr. Sabia is announcing the track or any of the races, please do keep the noise to a minimum. Other than that, please continue with the immaculate energy that you guys are showing today. So from my view, I can see our first cars already on the track. Mr. Sabia, car number 2, is getting ready to start with the obstacle course. So we unfortunately can't wait for the car to get ready. We have to continue with the races. But the car is definitely not out yet. They will compete, but we will start with car number 2, which unfortunately, I'm not wearing my glasses today. I forgot them, but I think that is one of the CUT teams. And if I'm not mistaken, it is the CUT team that went over, crossed the finish line first in the smart lap. All right, so from where I'm standing, I can see that a majority of the cars are now getting ready for the obstacle course. All right, so it seems like we are on the way. Majority of the cars are lining up for the obstacle course. We hope that the car will get its car ready in time to also compete in the race. All of these races that are taking place today are obviously contributing to the overall winner today. So if Kotko can't take part in the obstacle course, that will then obviously set them back just a little. And I hope that won't affect their confidence when it comes to the endurance race.
Car number 2 is the one that will start our race for us today. Sydney is on his way to quickly explain to the drivers what it is that they need to be aware of and how the obstacle course will work. And then from there on, we will start following the numbers as they come, as the drivers are continuing with the track. We're just waiting for one more car to get out of the road so that we can make space for car number 2. I see that the first team is preparing to have their members also on the side track where they need to throw these balls into the car and hope that they reach inside. just a reminder of how the obstacle course works is that the driver with the shortest time to go through the obstacle course will become victorious in this challenge, given that they do not get any penalties during their time. So for each time that they lift their hands off the steering wheel, it's a 5-second time added to their time. And as well as each time that they hit a cone, that is another 5 seconds that is added to their time. We see now that West College, after having a few challenges there, where their chain snapped off during their previous race, now they've seemed to be able to fix their car and preparing themselves for the obstacle course challenge.
Mississippi, it seems like where you are sitting, you are seeing all of the action. I think we need to swap seats just so that I can see what's happening on the track. I didn't realize that West College had a little bit of a mishap. I would definitely love to talk to the engineering mediator from West College, since he is very, very positive that they are going home with the overall trophy today. And I want to know if that little mishap might influence their strategy and how they're going to go forward in the obstacle course as well as the endurance race. We're not sure if the Kwakwa car is ready for the obstacle course, but I can see that all the other cars are ready and lined up for the obstacle course. It will be a very, very unfortunate matter if the Kwakwa car cannot race.
While the rest of the teams have lined up, in the meantime, we will start with car number 2 since they are prepared and ready. We have there the driver from CUT. She looks confident and ready to attack this challenge of the obstacle course. We see that some of the teams are still strategizing on how exactly to do this. During their training and during their test driving, they've selected drivers specifically to be able to attack this challenge, since they feel that that driver is the one that is able to take the corners as well as they can in comparison to other drivers. So the strategies of the different teams have differed. Some of them have picked specific drivers for the endurance, specific drivers for the smart lap, and specific drivers for this challenge that we are on now, the obstacle course.
So the things that the obstacle course will be challenging is obviously the precision of these drivers to see if they will be able to navigate around all of these tough corners. We already had a crash happen in the smart lap. So maybe after they go through the obstacle course, when they do the endurance race, they'll do a little better. Hopefully the obstacle course will just give them a little bit more of that
It seems
accuracy.
as if Sydney is on the way to cue the first car for the obstacle course. So they will be ready now, and we should start. We see Sydney is ready with his timer. So Sydney is ready there with his horn to cue the timekeepers to start the stopwatch, so that we can see that which driver is able to tackle these obstacles in the shortest time. I just want to remind the rest of the people that are on the track that this could be dangerous to them and they should step behind the gates. So just to make sure that we all remain safe. And CUT's time has started.
Mississippi, from where I'm standing, it doesn't seem like the CUT car is moving.
I was misled by a horn that I've heard now, but I witnessed now that CUT is actually... Oh, there we go.
There we go.
I wonder if the time is still there, but she's approaching the first obstacle. It seems as if she's really doing it kindly. I'm worried that she will be able to do it in time, and she already missed 2 bowls. Oh, 5 seconds added to that.
See, luckily I am getting the live action for the obstacle course right now, Mississippi. I don't think any of the balls went into that CUT car. So that will definitely then also count against them.
That is an additional 25 seconds that is added to their time because of all the balls that they've missed. So now that the others have witnessed how the obstacle goes, I guess they're using this opportunity to better strategize. Let's hope that the next team does do better in this challenge.
All right, so I'm here with the CUT driver that just did the obstacle course. When I spoke to you earlier, you said you guys have a strategy. What happened?
So basically the pedal just got stuck in one position, and then I looked around and I was like, okay, something's wrong. So I had to try and hook it back and then continue with the strategy that we have.
All right, do you think that that is going to have an issue in the endurance race, or won't that have any effect on how you will be driving in the endurance race?
I'm just glad it popped up now and not then, so we can fix it. So.
All right, I think we have, thank you so much, CUT. I think we have the next team ready and lined up.
Yes, since CUT has done their time, they are preparing to remove themselves from the track so as to cause no obstacles. Now car number 3 is ready and they're about to start this challenge. And there goes South College. They're attacking the first cone, doing it quite gracefully, approaching the second one. And there they go, no touches there, no penalties added. Car is quite shaky, and time as they went through the finish line.
It seems like the throwing of the balls are throwing the team members off a little. None of those balls went into the car, Mr. Sevilla. I don't know if it's the wind, if it's the strength of the team players. Maybe they need to throw a little harder. But unfortunately, once again, Team 2, no balls went into the car.
Indeed, that is also then 5 penalties that they've gotten there from that, which is a total of 25 seconds that is added to their time. The trick of this particular course is that they finish everything within 3 minutes. So we hope that in addition to the 25 seconds that they got, they still fall under the 3 minutes for the obstacle course. We see West College is ready also to start. Engineering mediators right there next to the driver.
All right, so I'm here with the South College driver. Do you have any advice for the other teams with regards to throwing the balls into the car?
I think they should just forget about the balls because we also have to beat the time also. So it's better to beat the time than to waste time when people are throwing the balls.
All right, so you guys heard it here. Just ignore the balls and focus on the time. I, however, would not say that because as Mr. Sibia said earlier, with everything or every obstacle that you miss, you do get penalized. So you do get time added to the race as well.
We see the West College car is approaching the second cone there, also doing it quite widely, avoiding by all means to hit the cone. And if you can see from your side, JD, if there were any balls that were actually able to reach the West College car?
Unfortunately, not. No balls in the car for the West College team either.
This is indeed a challenge for all the drivers. I'm hoping to see which driver will actually, or which thrower rather, this is an interaction with the rest of the team, which one will eventually get a ball inside. I think personally I'll celebrate. See, North College is ready.
Yes, Mr. Sibia, from where I'm standing, I can see that North College is ready. Sydney is just giving them a few instructions before they start off. Hopefully, North College has learned from the previous teams and they have a strategy on how to get the balls into the car.
They're patiently waiting for the cue to start the time and go. North College approaches the first obstacle to see if their team are able to score anything. Oh, that was a close one, but was still a miss. Unfortunately, it seems as if there are still no balls that reach the North College car until they reach their finish line. So that also then means that they were getting 5-second penalties 5 times for each of the balls that they missed there.
I did see, however, that the North College car had a little bit of a different strategy when getting closer to the team members that are throwing the balls into the car. So maybe the other teams that were behind them can take note from the strategy that North College was using. I also saw that North College's right back wheel is a bit shaky, Mrs. Bia. So if you can just make the engineering mediator aware of that, I'm pretty sure it might have an effect on how they perform in the endurance race.
It seems to me like Kwakwa did eventually get one ball, I might be mistaken in, as they approach the finish line. Oh, and time. If you can confirm that for us, JD, it seems that they have a strategy of getting closer to their team members for the chance of getting a ball inside that car. Central College is also ready. They are now just waiting for a cue to start. If we can clear the way this side so that they're able to pass the finish line without any problems. Their teams are gathering the balls just to make sure they have them ready as Central College passes through.
All right, Mr. Sevilla, so I just got an update from one of the judges. Kwakwa got one ball in to the car. So that is then obviously the first team to actually get one of the balls into the car. I'm just going to go and ask the team, the person who drove, to just tell us what your strategy was and why you think this worked for you and not for the other teams.
Thank you. The strategy is simple, just keeping the speed constant and not fast. Remember, at the same time, we're saving energy, but also working together with the team. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Now, the rest of the teams need to know that the amount of balls in the car to beat is one ball. And I think if we look at what Kwakwa was doing, they actually weren't focusing on getting to the finish line fast, unlike the advice that one of the other drivers gave. They were focusing a little more on trying to get the balls into the car.
It seems to me, JD, that Central College, as they approach the finish line as well, had one ball in. I might be wrong, but they have also then went slowly through the obstacle course. Let's hope that does not get them penalized at the end if they go over the allocated 3 minutes for the obstacle course.
You are correct. Mississippi Central College also got 1 ball into the car. So it seems like that is the standard at the moment. Hopefully the other teams will get more into the cars. I think they just need to definitely look at what the 2 previous teams did and see, use their strategies maybe to get more balls into their cars.
On the first obstacle that East College reached, it seems as if the driver did indeed step over one of the cones. We're yet to confirm, and still no balls inside as they cross the finish line.
I think there was a bit of a personal vendetta with the car. With the East College car, they threw the ball straight at the driver instead of into the car. I'm not sure if they're angry at him for hitting that cone on that side, Mrs. Via.
It's a good thing they are wearing safety helmets there, JD, don't you think?
Update from Resejo saying that East College actually got 1 ball into their car.
That is beautiful. That is beautiful. Is preparing to start their obstacle. They're just waiting for a cue from Sydney. They have one of the drivers there that tested quite well during the test drivings when we did those at the RAF farm in the weeks preparing to the RAF farm. Let's see if all that practice will pay out now that they're facing this obstacle course.
All right, Sydney, ready whenever you are.
And there goes South Campus. They were number 2 last year. I'm sure they're trying their best to fight for that position again, or even improve to number 1 this year. It seems as if no balls have entered the car yet, but on the plus side, they haven't hit any cones also. I'm not sure if I saw correctly there. Oh no, no balls still. And as they approach the finish line, we're yet to confirm if anything happened there. Quite slow also. Let's see if they will be able to reach the allocated time of 3 minutes for this particular challenge.
You are quite correct, Mississippi. South Campus unfortunately didn't get any balls in. My eyesight definitely deceived me because I thought 1 ball did go in, but it seems like the South Campus team is very honest, and unfortunately they didn't get any balls in.
Seems as if CUT, the black car, is also ready now to go through this particular challenge.
The teams on my end, Mississippi, it seems very tense on this side of the track. I don't know if they're nervous or if seeing the other teams getting the balls into the car are just making them realize that aiming for the time was probably not the best
All they
strategy.
need to do now, JD, is wait for the results to see what exactly happens. We see the CUT black car has taken off, going to their first obstacle. Oh, and it seems to me that they've turned the total wrong direction, but they've recovered from that, quite far away from their team members. Getting closer now, still missed the obstacle, which is a good thing. Approaching the finish line, the balls are just hitting against the car and none inside. There goes CUT.
If I'm not mistaken, I did see 1 ball entering into your car. Yes. CUT, it seems like that is the standard, Mississippi. The teams are not trying to get more balls into the car. It seems like the standard for today is going to be 1 ball. Unfortunately for CUT, with that little mishap that they had in the beginning of the day, that will definitely add some time. But maybe because they got a ball into the car, that might not count as much when we look at the points at the end of the day.
I don't know if I've counted right, JD, but was car number 1 able to eventually complete this particular challenge, or are they still having some challenges with their car? We need to just quickly find out on that, because this is now their only chance actually to do the obstacle course. Then if they are not able to do that this one, we will just hope for the best then that their car will at least be ready for the obstacle course. For the endurance race. That's for this challenge 10 points. That is worth this particular challenge. 20 points being the pit stop and the crew. 20 points being the smart lap. And for our main event today, the endurance race, which counts 50% of the overall points towards this year's race. So let's hope that if the Guapa campus car is not able to participate in this obstacle course, they really make up for it as they approach the endurance race there.
It seems, if I look at all of the cars that were behind me, Mr. Sibia, it seems that the Kwapa car was not able to take part in the obstacle race, and that, as I mentioned earlier, will then obviously have an effect on the overall outcome of their points at the end of the day, as well as their placing.
How unfortunate indeed, JD. That means they really need to make up for this lost points in this obstacle course. They really need to make up for it as they approach the endurance race, with hopes that their vehicle will be working at that time and ready to attack the last race, which is the main event of this particular segment.
All the other teams, however, are already pushing their cars back to behind the line, back to their pit stops to start preparing for the big event, which is the endurance race.
Yes, indeed. We have a 10-minute pit time between this race and the next race. This gives the judges as well time to quickly go through their forms to check if they got everyone's records correctly, as well as for the crews to do minor adjustments to their cars as they prepare for a 45-minute race. And the vehicle that reaches 108 watt-hours during this endurance race that we are going to will have to be stopped and removed from the track. So really these vehicles need to be ready for the endurance race. So how it will work, there is a 0.9 kilometer track that they need to tackle in 45 minutes. The team that does the most laps will be then the team that wins, but also in comparison to the amount of energy they use in this particular race. So what we're looking for in races like these, which is the main race, is the energy efficiency. So the team that has the most efficient energy really is then the winner of this particular race. There's a lot of strategy that goes into this. They need to really strategize and get themselves ready. It is worth it that they've done the program over all these months that they've been through, really to get to this point and really test out what they've learned.
Thank you so much, Mr. Sibia. I have the North College engineering mediator with me right now. All of the cars were already pushed back to their pit stops, but the North College car stayed behind. So I just want to find out what exactly is going on with your car at the moment.
So in the first race, which was a smart lap, we had a hiccup on the ramp, and then other cars bumped into us, which damaged our back right wheel, which caused the axle at the back to bend, which is not easy to fix. So we've been trying to do that, and we're really just hoping for the best into the next race, but I don't know. Yeah.
All right, the engineering mediator from North College is not seeming very positive, Mr. Sibia. Seems like she's lost hope, but let's hope her team, will bring her spirits back up. All right, so I asked some of the engineering mediators to just join me so we can see where their heads are at and how they are going to prepare for the endurance race coming up. You guys can come closer. Don't be scared. I don't bite. All right. So with me, I have the West College engineering mediator. Are you guys prepared? I heard Mr. Sibia earlier saying something happened with your car. Are you guys ready for the endurance race?
Yes, I think we were caught a bit blindsided because there was just a play with our chain, and then the chain snapped on the track on the roundabout. But I'm very sure that we have fixed that mistake and we're not doing that mistake in the endurance race. This is 50 points, my sister. I just did well in the endurance in the obstacle race, and trust me, I still have a chance.
Thank you so much, West College. Can I please have the South Campus Engineering Mediator? I haven't heard anything from you today, Michelle. What is going on? Are you nervous? Are you ready? Just give me a bit about what's going on in your head right now.
I've been a bit nervous because our team had some transport issues, so we had late to set up. So, yeah, but so far we have been recording good speeds and energy saving, so we're good so far.
So, as I said, South Campus has been very quiet today. It's giving underdog. Do you think that you guys are going to walk away with the trophy today?
It's a bit shaky. I've seen some scores from the first round, but we hope for the best so far.
Thank you so much, Michelle. Can I please have one of the other engineering mediators? All three of you can just come closer. Let's just see what, maybe you guys can hype each other up a bit, scare each other with your strategies. Bash, please tell me what your strategies are for the endurance race coming up.
Unfortunately, ma'am, we cannot share our strategies. As you know, coping, clearly we like to keep quiet with our strategies.
I have to ask if your car is car number 1. Is that the car that, the Kwakwa car that was having issues?
Yes, ma'am. Unfortunately, there's a car which bumped us in the front. It came let's overtake us in the front. Unfortunately, we bumped on that car. Then we had the problem with the wheels. And definitely, you know what we are capable of. We are taking the trophy home.
Thank you so much. Can you also just go through your plan for the endurance race? Have you been experiencing any issues with your car, or has it been smooth sailing for your college so far?
Okay, it's Makanati, Kwakwa engineering mediator. So I think the plan for endurance race is work smart, drive smart and safely, and of course don't speed up too much because you're gonna bump something and it's gonna destroy the car. So for now we are fine, we are sorted.
Thank you so much, Makanati. I really hope that you guys are going to perform as you do want to, as you wish today. Mr. Corbin Butler, the East College Engineering Mediator, how are you feeling about the endurance race coming up?
Well, Ms. Carlson, I'm pretty confident that we can make it, We're going to keep it slow and steady. The tortoise always wins the race at the end of the day. So this is also about energy efficiency, and energy conservation. So we're just keeping an eye out on the watts per hour consumed. So yeah, we're definitely getting the cup.
All right. Are there any strategies that you maybe just want to, just give advice to some of the other teams? Or do you want to keep everything to yourself?
Okay, I can share one. It would be not to take sharp turns because the steering is quite limited, and if we do take any sudden turns, your axle rod might slip out and your gears might lock. So yeah, no sharp turns.
Thank you so much, Mr. Butler. I hope the teams and the engineering mediators were listening to the advice that Corbin Butler just gave. I think it's very, very good advice. Can I please have the next... No, it seems that... are you scared of me today, Wandile?
I'm not scared of you. No, I'm not scared, not shaken. If there's one thing that I've noticed, is just everything that we fixed seems to be working. So yeah, because we had a problem with the chain, so the battery was touching the chain, but now we are fine. We tied the battery, added extra weight, we don't have a choice. But yeah, other than that, looks good. As long as the car stays on the road, I'm telling you now, we're gonna win.
Okay, so you just said that you guys had to add some extra weight. Is that not going to play a role in how much energy your car is going to be consuming on the track?
I think it does already, because through my ways, remember, Formula One, there are spy cameras. Through my spy cameras, I found out that the setting college is like on 78 and I'm already on 102. So it's already a disadvantage, but going into the endurance, we have a big strategy. But you must see on the road that we have ladies first, and then after ladies, it's going to be fun times.
Thank you so much, Wandile. Rocco, please join me over here. You have also been very, very quiet today. Actually, this is the first time I'm seeing you. Are you ready for the endurance race coming up?
I'm ready. I've been planning for it, so I guess I'm ready.
So I saw your team practicing, and I think that one of your drivers that you have are, it seems like they're professional eco-vehicle race car driver. Did he have any training before? Did he drive last year? How did he perfect his skills in this car so much?
In my personal capacity, I feel like driving these things you can compare it to driving a golf cart, so it's not hard, very easy, being a driver before.
All right. So Rocco was actually one of the drivers last year as well. So from driver to engineering mediator. So this man has a lot of experience. Do you think that you guys are going to walk away with the trophy today?
Yes, I do.
Just a reminder that the Central College team is also is the Bluetooth race winners. So hopefully, Rocco, you guys will be walking away with the trophy, the Eco Vehicle Race trophy as well. I think the competition is very, very tight. The teams are starting to line up. Thank you so much, Rocco. I wish you all the best. I see the teams are starting to line up. Mr. Sibia, what is the update for us over there?
Yes, indeed. The teams are starting to line up for this particular challenge, which is the main race that we have today. Really, these vehicles are going to be tested to their fullest today, with remembering that at the end of the day, the car with the most energy efficiency is the one that wins. So after I've covered the most laps, we see CUT number 1 has already taken their position. And the other vehicles are probably also on its way. From my view here, I cannot see anything, but it seems as if the cars are preparing indeed to start with the endurance race.
Thank you so much, Mr. Sibia. I have another engineering mediator with me from one of the CUT teams. Tabo, how are you feeling?
The energy is still there. I'm so excited. Yeah. Yo.
It seems like the adrenaline is taking away your ability to speak. Do you think that you guys are going to walk away with the trophy today? Are you guys going to take this cup to CUT?
According to what I've saw and what has happened, yeah, I'm confident. Because I trust one of my drivers. They even taught me instead of me teaching them. So I believe in them, and we're just ready. We're just waiting for taking this home.
All right, so I asked Mr. Butler earlier if there's any advice that you would give to the other teams when they are attempting this track. Is there any advice that you would give to the other teams?
Basically, the advice that I also told my driver is do not speed or put more to go on full throttle while it's not necessary, because as you can see, the landscape is not even. So there's where there's a steep, and there's where it's actually pushing to go the car towards the the edges of the road. So the driver specifically will have to not wiggle the wheel too much, but just to go smoothly and nicely as fast as possible.
All right, I don't think any of the teams were listening, luckily for you. So you can run with that strategy. Thank you so much, Tavo. Good luck with your team today. I think you need to go join them and make sure that everything is fine. So ladies and gentlemen, you can see behind me the teams are slowly lining up and getting ready for the endurance race. As Mr. Sibia said earlier, this is the main event of today. The engineering mediators will be communicating with the driver via a phone call, via WhatsApp call, through earphones. So they will be in constant communication with each other. We also do have safety marshals around the track to make sure that if anything does happen, there will be communication to the side of the track. Mr. Sibia, what are we looking like? How are the teams preparing at the moment?
Thank you, JD. The teams are indeed preparing to join the lineup at the moment. The judges are quickly getting their pre-reading of how much watt hours they've consumed from the beginning of the smart lap until now, so that they can use that to quickly adjust for this particular race that they're going to now. Very important with this race, the endurance or the type of battery that they've installed on these particular vehicles. They run on two 12-volt batteries with watt hours of 1008 total watt hours that they can eventually get up to. So when each of the vehicles really reach that particular point in their race, then they did not, it's counted as if they did not endure then. So really the drivers should really do their best to save energy in this particular round. And then while they're doing this particular challenge this year, there is at least one compulsory driver change, and that if they do not do that compulsory driver change, then a lap is added as a penalty to their laps. Sorry, it's removed rather to their laps. Since safety is also a very big concern, we've said that if they do any lap without their helmets and or seat belts, then there will also have to be removed laps as a penalty, and the car will immediately be stopped. On this particular challenge, in this particular racetrack that we have this year, there are really obstacles, not just as it was last year. This year we have a slight slope in the beginning of the touch line or the start line, and also we have two ramps which really need the drivers to maneuver them around without doing any accidents and doing any damage to their vehicles, which will cost them the race.
So I know, Mr. Sibia, normally during the endurance race, that is when we experience the most crashes. This is the question that I'm just going to send out to the teams, or the drivers rather. Or not necessarily a question, but just a caution. Make sure that you guys, as Mr. Butler said, do not turn too sharp. Let's avoid as many car crashes. I mean, it makes for good footage, but let's try and avoid as many crashes as possible and try to do this race as safe as possible.
All right, good people. I'm quickly going to explain what will happen as we prepare for the beginning of this race. The cars are already on the lineup and on the racetrack. I will ask all the engineering mediators and the marshals to excuse themselves and stand outside of the racetrack as we prepare to start this endurance race. We will not be allowed to push anyone from anywhere, and each driver on the line that there will be, they will have to drive from there without coming to the finish line. Where's the thing sitting? Just some final touch-ups before the race starts. I see some of the drivers are already communicating with the engineering mediators. At this moment, they can only advise the drivers from wherever they are. It is all up to the drivers now to really show out their skills that they have learned over these past 9 months. All right, to the drivers, again, there will be a 10-second delay before each driver starts taking off. You take off from where you are currently positioned. You do not need to come to the start line to take off, and that compensation will be noted in these, since you've started there instead of here. So when the time goes, please look at the robots that are behind me as prepared by the instrumentation division, so that it will cue you to start. When that light goes off, only the first 2 cars will go. 10 seconds later, Sydney will cue the next 2 cars, and so forth until the end. Can I please get a thumbs up from the drivers to show that you are ready and you've heard everything I've said? Dankie Baya. Okay. All right, Rusejo is quickly doing some pre-readings on some of the cars just to double check.
Where's JD?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, as we are busy getting ready to start with the endurance race for 2024, I can feel even the crowd is a little nervous at the moment.
Apparently, one of the vehicles have a flat tire. So we need to quickly look at that. The race must go on.
We have our first two cars off already.
It seems as if the Kwakwa car with the green nose cone is really struggling there with its a suspension on the front side of the wheels. And the other Kwakwa car has removed itself from the start line of coming closer. So we'll see what that means for them at the end. We see that the CUT white car has already struggled just after it's left the first thing in the first minute of this particular race. Indeed, that Watwa car, it seems as if the black wheel is no longer operational, and that will cost them really very much on the energy that the car is now using trying to ride that car as it is. We're looking at the CUT black car. Really, it is coming back, approaching the circle, going down. It seems to me that at the moment it is the only car in the lead, given that also they are one of the first two cars that started on this race when it started. The others having had to deal with the 10-second delay that will be adjusted later. We're seeing some of the team members are running to their vehicle to quickly rescue them as they have been stuck on the road while the CUT black car is approaching back to this particular area that we're at now. Right there, it is heading towards the first ramps that they need to take, and that needs really a skilled driver to take them without any problems. And it seems like the CUT driver really took that very beautifully as it goes to the second one and coming back in our direction now. The Kwakwa car is still very far into the backtrack. It seems as if it is already overtaking. He has a plan. He's still running without a wheel. I do not know if that car will be able to continue the race and finish the race in that particular direction.
Mr. Sibia, just to bring it to your attention, the CUT car as the first car to cross to finish their first lap. We have the Kwakwa car following right behind them. We also have the North College car.
That is some powerful stuff there, JD. It really is necessary for the TUT drivers and the engineering mediators to record each and every lap that the drivers are going through each time they come to this particular pit stop.
I'm seeing that I think that was the West College car that just passed me right now, literally shouting at the engineering mediator to make sure that that time and wattage is not missed.
The CUT car black number 4 is really taking it steady, sticking to the race line, and it is heading back towards this side, about to complete its second lap with 41 minutes left in this challenge. Really, it seems as if practice really does pay. Look at that car taking those curves very smoothly. It shows that they've really invested a lot of time practicing, and now they are able to tackle these bends and corners in the way that they should be, and it's working out quite greatly for them. CUT car again approaching the obstacle. Such a wonderful way that they've tackled it there.
The Central College driver seems very focused. She just crossed the finish line or the starting line for her first lap, if I'm not mistaken.
Can I just check there with you, JD? Are there any cars that hasn't really crossed this finish line as I count the CUT's second lap? If we look at CUT's last year's results and the overall, they came out number 5. It seems to me that really this year they're trying to improve on that.
From my vision, Mr. Sibia, I'm seeing that one of the Kwakwa cars are being pushed onto the track. So I think something must have went wrong with the Kwakwa car over there. It seems like they are taking the car into the pit stop at the moment. I'm not sure if it has something to do with the wheels. But from where I'm standing, it seems like their front right wheel has taken a bit of a knock.
With 39 minutes left into this challenge, JD, I hope they will be able to quickly sort out the problem with their car so that they can rejoin the race and perhaps stand a chance to really regain all the time that they've lost.
The pit stops on this side are literally empty. No teams are at the pit stops. All of the teams are on the racetrack trying to attend to their cars and trying to make sure that they are there when something goes wrong. The energy at the pit stops, Mr. Sibia, are really, really high. Seems like the nerves are also getting to them.
Yes, indeed, JD. It is really putting pressure on the engineering mediators for those vehicles that have been broken during this race. And it is so early into this challenge for the cars to have been this way. So it shows the importance of having a skilled driver behind the track, especially for a particular race like this one.
The second Kwakwa car just passed me. It seems like there is a few loose bolts on their top. I don't know if that is a safety issue, Mr. Sibia, if you can just make the engineering mediator aware of that. The second CUT car coming in to cross the finish line for
And if we look at North College, last year's winners, they are really stuck on the track by the ramps. Having had removed the ramps totally, this will obviously stop other vehicles from being able to come through, and they're approaching. The marshals are fully trained to able to stop the vehicles so that these guys can quickly fix those ramps. Oh, and it seems like that was a very quick one. North College cannot afford to make a mistake this year. The pressure is really high as they were the winners last year, so they really want to maintain that and keep their win. We see that one of their wheels are really wibbly at the end, but we hope that they will be able to overcome all these challenges that they're facing at the moment and still maintain and keep the trophy as they did last year.
So when I spoke to the EM from North College earlier, she said that they took a little bit of a knock, and that is what caused the wiggling of that wheel. Sibu did say that she thinks they can still take the cup home without any troubles.
We hope that's going to be fine. They have a very skilled driver behind the wheel there. They really put in some time during the practices. We also see West College, their car number 5 is really taking those ramps lightly, not to make the same mistake that the CUT car did. Oh, and the East College just straight up went over those ramps. I hope that won't affect their suspension and the vehicle, costing them the race this year.
It seems like the East College team is very happy with the performance that the East College driver is giving at the moment.
As the East College car passes in front of me now, really it seems as if one of the front wheels are slightly bent. Let's hope that they'll be able to complete the challenge after that decision that the driver took to go over those silver humps instead of going over the ramp like the others do. We see that North College is really taking it lightly there, trying to conserve as much energy as they could. Also being followed by CUT car behind them, which is doing exactly the same thing. But they have to remember that they need to put in a lot of laps in comparison to the other ones to really stand a chance in this race.
I'm noticing a lot of wobbly wheels on the cars, Mr. Sibia. I don't know if that is because of the obstacle that they are facing on the track, but I think the engineering mediators just need to maybe re-strategize and look at how they are going to attack that issue.
It seems as if the West College car, as it attacks the bends, they really struggled there during their practices when their car had an injury and they had to quickly send it back to be fixed. But it seems as if they were able to quickly fix that, and now it is back on the track. We're looking at CUT car black number 4. It is still leading, not having been overtaken yet, and it seems as if it is indeed catching up with by lap on to the other cars. With 34 minutes left in the racetrack, the drivers are still all in the car. I'm not sure if there is a car that is actually off the track at the moment, but we hope that if there is one, that they can quickly get back so that they can back themselves into the challenge.
The only car that is currently in the pit stop, Mr. Sibia, is one of the Kwakwa cars. It doesn't seem like that car will be going onto the track anytime soon. I have to say, however, I am very impressed with the white CUT car's driving. So far, he seems very, very calm, taking every single obstacle on his chin. No issues at all.
Everything is still going smoothly, it seems, at the moment, except the Kwakwa car, which is going to cost them really a lot if they're not being able to get back into the track at the moment.
Another car off the track, Mr. Sibia, into the pit stop. It seems like East College has taken their car off of the track onto the pit stop.
Really, JD, the choices that the driver of East College made at those humps there, by going over them without going through the ramps, really is going to cost them. It seems as if now their decisions have really caught up to them because now their car has stopped. Seems to me like the Central College car, if I'm not mistaken, is also being pulled to the side of the track. It seems that there might be technical... is it what? Oh, it's the orange car of South College that is indeed had been pulled to the side. They're really losing out on tracks and losing out on laps as the others continue while they deal with their issues of the vehicle.
The Kwakwa car is back on the track, Mr. Sibia. You will see the car pass right now. It seems like they are still having some issues. That bumper is definitely on the floor. Right front wheel is shaking. I don't know if they'll be able to make it to the end of the endurance track.
With 32 minutes left into the car, really we're looking at the Kwakwa car that has a very, very, very low nose cone. Really, this is creating resistance as they're very fighting against the... It's creating resistance on their car since they are not able to remove the nose cone at the moment due to the time. But I wonder if they will be able to go through those humps with the low nose cone like that. It would be very wise for them to really remove it, although they will lose out on the aerodynamics, but then at least on the other hand, they will be able to move on without all this friction.
Teddy, it seems like I missed when the great Kwakwa car went off of the track. But as I said earlier, they are back on track. The other Kwakwa car is, however, still in the pit stop, and they've missed quite a few laps spending it in the pit stop trying to fix their car. I'm not sure if that car will be able to go back and compete in the race.
It seems as if also the South College car is being pulled back to the pit stop areas as it's still stuck in the same place that it was stuck earlier. Really, this is going to be a very big problem for them. I see that the CUT driver is really keeping it constant there, applying everything that they've learned over the time, not going, chowing a lot of energy.
I quickly just went to go check on the Kwakwa team, whose car has been in the pit stop for quite some time, just to find out and get an update on what is going on over there. It seems like they need to change their tire. They're rushing to try and change that tire so that they can get back into the race.
JD, right there by the ramps again, there's a congestion of vehicles. For the second time, they've attacked the ramps and they've removed it, costing the other cars not being able to go through that point. And I see that the Kwakwa car is also driving without a wheel. They are sorting out quickly the ramps there. Any car that really chooses not to go through those ramps and go over the humps instead, they might really lose their front suspension and damage parts, costing them the race. So it's really advisable for them to go through those ramps and also to stop and pit their cars and fix them properly if they're giving them problems.
Mr. Sibia, as you were speaking about the cars having issues at the ramp, East College was trying to get their car back onto the track. Unfortunately, as the car started driving, the right front wheel gave in again, and they had to take the car back into the pit stop. The Kwakwa driver just drove into one of their team members in the pit stop. I don't know how that is going to affect the driving. Hopefully they weren't, it wasn't one of the drivers.
With only 17 minutes into this track, JD, I'm seeing a lot of challenges with the vehicles, and then also a few vehicles that are really keeping it steady. They really want to go for this win for this year. A struggle there again on car number 3 as they shifted to the side of the road with hopes to quickly fix it before they continue with the race. If we look back on the shots over the ramps, the CUT white car and the CUT black car following each other, taking those ramps quite neatly, really taking care of their vehicles. If we look closer to the start-finish line, with the suspension of the East College not being straight might cause problems, but it seems as if the driver is determined to continue driving with the wheels as they are.
Yeah, no, Mr. Sibia, it's not looking good for East College at the moment. Those wheels are not going straight whatsoever. I hope that the East College team or the engineering mediator has a plan for what they're going to do if they want to still stay in this race.
really the pressure is high there with the engineering mediator of East College, Mr. Corbin Butler, as the car is now giving him problems. It seems as if the team is also quite shaken by this situation as they're running up and down to save their vehicle. If we look back at the track itself, car number the North College car and the South Campus car, really as they're taking those overtakings quite neatly, driving safely, which is very, very commendable.
The East College car being dragged back to the pit stop at the moment. I'm not sure if they will be able to go back into the race looking at the suspension of the car.
Really, they need to dedicate some time, which will be taken away from themselves now if they decide to fix that car. But then I'm supposing that no one wants to give up and they will just really continue with this race and after quickly fixing their vehicle. If we look back at the ramps again, which has been causing a problem over and over in this past race, in 26 minutes in, one of the drivers already went off the track and hit one of the islands that are on the side, missing the ramps completely. That is also going to cost the driver some damage to the vehicle and also time lost in the track.
Right behind me, Mr. Sabia, the North College car also just drove straight into the barricades. I'm not sure if maybe with the safety equipment that you give the teams, if you should maybe include glasses next year. Because I'm seeing a lot of cars driving into their own teams and pit stops.
Yes, indeed, JD. They do deserve glasses. Really, it is a technique to be behind the wheel. You need to be always vigilant and hold the steering wheel really tight to avoid such mishaps.
All right, after that mishap, North College car is back on the track. Seems like they're also very determined to take that cup back to their team this year. The Kwakwa team that I talked about earlier is still not back on the track. And then the other silver Kwakwa car is also in the pit stop. I'm just going to go there to find out what is going on at the moment and if they'll be able to go back into the race.
All right, JD. In the meantime, if we still look at the CUT black car that has been on the lead, they're really still keeping it really steady. It seems to me that they really want to take it this year. And if we look at North College as well, they're really keeping it steady, trying to avoid any accidents that might cost them the race. It seems to me that the Kwakwa team is still on the side of the road trying to sort out their vehicle. If we look at the spirits of the team is really low because of this incident that has happened versus if you look at the other groups that are really, really excited with the chanting and the singing for their teams. I suppose that support is really, really important to keep them going. It seems as if the CUT black car are doing their first driver change. They quickly also just at the pit stop area to have a look at their car and calling the next driver to quickly go in so that they can continue with the race. This is very important so that they do not get any penalties on that because it's quite important for them to do at least one driver change throughout this endurance race, and they've opted to already do it now. But I have to say that the previous driver really did well, and let's hope that this new driver that they've selected to continue with the 22 minutes that is left on this track will equally do them proud.
We currently have 2 cars in the pit stops. As I said before, the one Kwakwa car is unfortunately still in the pit stop, and obviously that is counting against them. One of the black CUT cars also in the pit stop. I'm not sure if they're just making a driver change or if something has happened to their car.
Yes, indeed, it is just a driver change, JD. One of the compulsory driver changes, so to avoid any penalties on their side. They've completed their driver change and they are back on track now. And they're really taking it quite steady. If we're looking at the CU Kwakwa car number 7, they're approaching the ramp now. And it seems as if they're going to be taking it quite lightly as well as they approach it. With 21 minutes still into the race, or 21 minutes remaining rather, car number 8 is still holding it steady there. We still have car number 3 on the race that just passed the start-finish line now. If you look at the car number 8's driver, they're really quite steady as they attack those corners. They're really determined to get their winnings this year.
Please also do take note that the Haval Car Company has a tent set up here. If you just move a little further down from all of the supporters, you guys can go look at a few of the EVs that they have to show for you guys. If you have any questions with regards to their EVs, you're more than welcome to go to the Haval tent.
With 20 minutes remaining in this particular race, we are seeing that due to a few accidents that happened there on the ramps, that the ramps have actually taken a very bad hit. Let's hope that they will be able to still continue to hold these cars as they pass there with still 20 minutes left into the race. It seems as if the energy hasn't died down on the supporters. Since the race started, they've been singing and chanting for their different colleges. It is really quite necessary for them to support them, to keep their drivers and the team's spirits up during this challenge that they're facing now. The yellow car from East College, after having had been away for a while, trying to fix their suspension, it seems to be back on the track again to really try to put themselves and stand a chance to become winners in this particular race. So the car with the lowest amount of energy consumed while having had traveled the longest distance is the one that's going to be victorious at the end of this track. Let's really hope that the drivers and the engineering mediators have fully calculated to see which which speed will be maximum efficiency for them and save as much energy as they can. West College still in the race with 535 watt-hours so far in the laps that they've completed. Let's hope that they will still have enough energy left in their batteries to really complete the race, since seeing that there's still 17 minutes before the time expires.
I'm with the West College engineering mediator right now. What are your current watt hours, Tapiwa?
Okay, I'm still running on 578, so I still have half the capacity, and I am measuring some nice times. I haven't pit stopped yet. I haven't had a problem with the car, so I'm taking this one.
It seems like West College is very, very positive that they are definitely taking that cup home today. And looking at what we are seeing on the track, West College's car is performing amazingly.
Really, JD, that is quite true, and it's quite important that they really select a good driver who will be able to take care of the car so that they can become victorious at the end. At the moment, I haven't really been notified of any driver changes except that I've seen of CUT. Let's hope that the teams are still aware that they need to at least change a driver once during this endurance race.
Kwakwa indeed living up to the name that is on that car. Fast and the Furious going past the start line over here, Masisibia. It seems like Kwakwa is back into the race and ready to try and take this one home.
Yes, indeed. It doesn't seem like they'll allow any small technicalities to really slow them down for the race. They still want to stand a chance to go through this and become winners.
CUT having a bit of an issue on my left-hand side here, Mississippi. It seems like the steering is locked. This is the white CUT car. It doesn't seem like they'll be able to move before checking that out. The team taking out the tools right on the track, trying to quickly fix that. Hammering something down. I think it's better if I just go take a look.
Please get a closer look for us, JD, and give us an update on that part. Seems to me like after the small pause that East College had, they're really backward force. They're trying to make up for all the time that they've lost. And if we look on the other side, the Kwakwa campuses, those two cars, they're really also still on the track. They couldn't have driven all this way really to disappoint their campus.
All right, so it seems like a CUT was having a bit of an issue with the axle, but it seems that the car is now moving again. The driver has control and the steering is working. South College coming in strong, taking over the CUT car. Central College still going very strong. Seems like Tando is very, very focused on trying to win this race this year. Mr. Sibia, that Kwakwa car that I spoke about earlier is still in the pit stop. I don't think that they will be able to go back into the race.
I guess it's all about working fast now, JD, and knowing exactly what you are doing in order for them to quickly fix that car and get it back on track. If I look at some of the other cars, like the car number 10 South Campus, it seems that their back hood is also open, which might be slightly dangerous. They should probably look into quickly fixing that before they continue with the race.
I don't know if I missed something, but I just saw East College's car back in the race. Those wheels are looking perfect. It doesn't seem like they had any problems before. Whoever that engineering mediator is, Mr. Corbin Butler, if you can hear me, whatever you did, please do share the secrets so that we know what to do next year.
it seems that the two teams that really have put in the most laps thus far is West College and the CUT, the black vehicle. Let's hope that they are able to continue maintaining their laps. It seems that CUT has again stopped at their pits area. We're trying to figure out what might be causing that. Maybe it's a driver change, maybe it's an issue with the car, but we'll see that as soon as they are taking off from that particular area. With West College and CUT having a tie on the laps, it seems as if West College might be gaining on CUT, the black car, while it is parked there on the pit stop areas. Is there still an update on your side, JD, on the other Kwakwa car, if it has decided to rejoin the race, or is it still in the pit stop area?
I just came from there, Mississippi. Unfortunately, that car is out of the race and is no longer competing. The car is not operating, so that car will not be joining the other cars back on the race. I saw that North College also took off their front cone because it was giving them a bit of problem with regards to the ramps. You'll see it when they pass by now.
There was a decision made by the engineering mediator of North College there to remove the nose cone, which was giving them problems during the race. Now they are running without one. It is quite a pity to hear that the Kwakwa campus one car will not be continuing with the race there, JD. Perhaps we should at some point get some feedback about how they reached that decision, or is it just merely because of the car? With 10 minutes left into the race, we see North College is really still continuing. South College, or South Campus rather, has been stuck on the side now. Let's hope that these cars are able to quickly sort themselves out before they run out of time.
Even though the one Kwakwa is out, Kwakwa spirits are still very high. These teams are now supporting each other and trying to get the other Kwakwa team or the other car to finish this race and maybe place in the top three. I'm still very shocked at how the engineering mediators and the teams from the East College managed to fix their car. That car is driving as if nothing was wrong with it before.
Some powerful skills there, JD, from the engineering mediator of that college. I was just overhearing a conversation here with one of the engineering mediators of West College. The engineering mediator continues to coach the driver, telling him when and where to slow down after having had calculated perfectly where most energy is consumed.
That sounds like a good strategy. I don't know if the West College engineering mediator is going to appreciate you sharing their strategy on live TV like that, Mr. Sibia. But that will be between you and the West College engineering mediator later on.
And yet another vehicle, JD, has failed the test of those ramps over there, having had been stuck over them for a minute, causing the CUT black car to decide to go over the humps without using the ramp. Let's hope that won't affect them in the long run.
Yes, Mr. Subia, I saw the CUT team run as soon as they saw that their car got stuck or got into a bit of a trouble. I'm really loving the enthusiasm of the teams this year. Whenever any of the cars are stuck, it doesn't matter where they are, the teams are always ready to run and go help out.
They are really quite vigilant this year, JD, and I think the choice of this particular track that we have this year has given them the advantage to be able to see their car from all directions, so they can quickly go and assist where it's needed.
We have the South Campus team passing me, going to check their car that has been sitting just after the start line for quite some time now. hopefully they'll be able to figure out what is wrong and fix it so that they can get back into the race.
With the time being left being 7 minutes, let's hope that that car from South Campus that is parked there will still be able to hoy in a few more laps there before they run out of time, eh?
It seems like we have 2 cars now driving without noses. I guess the cars are definitely, or the teams are learning from each other and trying to see where they can better go over those ramps, since it is the biggest challenge in the obstacle at the moment.
It seems so, JD. With the Kwakwa car number 7 has also taken the decision to remove their nose cone. If we remember a few laps ago that their car was scraping on the floor, I think that that decision came from that they should really remove it and continue without it. If anything happens now, the impact will hit directly on the suspension without the protection of the nose cone. So let's really hope that the drivers behind those wheels will really maintain their cars and hold them tight.
The white CUT car is still going very, very strong. I think that CUT might take the win this year, the white CUT car specifically. At the moment, looking at all the cars passing by me, I think the biggest competition is between the CUT car and not the East College car.
Only time will tell, JD. It seems as if the East College car is really still hanging in there. The West College car is still hanging in there. CUT, the white car and the black car still hanging in there. It seems as if those cars are really, really trying their best. The West College is taking this opportunity to quickly do a driver change to then get the next driver going on this turn.
And as they were getting ready for that driver change, once again, they drove into their barricades at the pit stop. I'm definitely going to put a request in for glasses for the drivers next year. We can't be having these people driving into the barricades like this. I'm not sure if I missed it, if the black CUT car is back on the track. Can you please just give me an update on that, Mr. Sibia?
Looking at the feed, yes indeed, the black CUT car number 4 is back on the track, doing a slope downhill that side, going straight down to the other circle. It seems to me that they will not allow anything to stop them at the moment. We see now successfully that West College has successfully changed their driver. They are using a new driver now. During the time that they were practicing, this particular driver had quite an accident causing damage to the car. So let's hope that he's really trying his best to maintain this time. Seems to me that he's really taking it slow. I suppose he still has trauma from his previous accident, but let's hope he will be able to eventually warm up to the vehicle and eventually get there.
Yes,
I'm not sure where that wheel comes from, but I'm seeing a wheel that has flown off from the East College car, number 9. It doesn't seem to me like it has a rear wheel anymore. There's quite a few people there trying to assist and removing it off the road. Let's hope the engineering mediator will quickly be able to put that wheel back on so that they can join the race, if it is at all possible, seeing that there's only 3 minutes 25 seconds left into this particular race. North College really are getting more energetic as the cars are passing through here. It seems to me that their spirit is not dying at all. They continue to cheer for their driver that they've put all their trust in to represent them in this year's Eco Vehicle Race 2024. Looking back at the West College car at the far part of Zone 5, it is really driving really slow. I'm not sure if there might be a problem with the car itself, or is it the driver still trying to warm up to the vehicle. We'll have to see about that. the driver of West College has finally decided to pick up some speed there to be able to join the ranks of many laps. We shall see if that will make a difference. There's only 2 minutes left in our time for the the endurance lap. So let's. Every car is really taking it slow. Perhaps most of them are about to reach their 1,008 watt hours, and they're trying their most to conserve energy so that it doesn't get to the point where they will be removed from the race if they've reached 1,008 watt hours in this segment of the race. West College really taking those humps quite lightly, driving slowly over them, doesn't want any problems and mistakes there. It would cost them greatly, seeing that they're only left 1 minute and 24 seconds into this race. All the vehicles are really gathering in that particular area there where the humps are. West College really comes back, followed by the North College and Aqua campus. We see it again as North College cheers for their driver, supporting them fully and showing them that they have their back.
Mr. Sibia, I've been trying to find the East College car, but they seem to have disappeared from my sight.
It is still without a wheel, the East College car. With only 40 seconds left in the race, I don't think they will be able to really return into the race. Last year, East College came out number 10. Let's hope that this does not affect the position that they were really fighting for at the beginning of this race. The CUT white car has also then stopped on the road. I wonder if there is an issue there with the vehicle. And the time we have left is 5 seconds. So we are about to cut this year's endurance race, and time is up. All the vehicles should at this moment stop at the current zones that they're at so that the times can be calculated and the distance calculated.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is then the end of the endurance race. All of the cars, all of the drivers, wherever you are, you need to stop. Dead stop wherever you are so that readings can be taken. Any driving that is taking place after this will then obviously cause some penalties.
Yes, indeed, JD, and it doesn't seem like the car from North College really got the memo there. With a confused face, he continued to drive the vehicle. I wonder if the marshals will be able to capture that to find exactly when they were supposed to have stopped. That is Ben there behind the wheel, and he's been really working hard during the year to get to this point where he's at now. They want to really maintain and keep the trophy that they have as North College. Let's hope that his decisions here didn't really put them at a disadvantage.
I have the East College engineering mediator with me. We've been talking to you quite a lot today, Mr. Butler. You guys ran into some trouble on the track over there, and then you came back. The car was fixed. What happened after that? How did you lose your wheel?
You know what, JD, it's not a laughing matter, nah? So the steering started giving a bit of problems, and we tried to mitigate that. So when you keep both hands on the steering wheel, at least you can control the car and the car doesn't control you. But then unfortunately, I think we miscalculated something because the wheel snapped off clean. So I don't know how that could have happened because it's the back wheel. But yeah, so now East College is out of the race, but we're hoping to get some points somewhere and maybe we'll qualify for something. Thank you.
Good luck with that, Mr. Butler. And really, kudos for the fixing of that car. I really thought you guys were going to be out completely from after the little accident they had. Last chance for you guys to go take a look at the Haval car. On my left-hand side, your right-hand side, before they leave. the people over there are more than open to answering any questions that you guys have with regards to their cars. Thank you so much to the Haval a company for being a part of the Eco Vehicle Race Day 2024. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so while we wait for the cars and the teams to return from wherever they stopped, I'm just going to go into the crowd and see what the feel is on who they think is going to win the race today. I don't know if I want to go to the team specifically because obviously they are going to say that their team is going to win. So we're going to go and look for the people that are not necessarily standing with teams. All right. It seems like people are very, very camera shy at the University of the Free State. Good day, sir. How are you?
I'm good, and how is you? How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Which team do you think is going to walk away with the overall trophy this year?
West College.
All right. Oh, wait, I have to ask, are you from West College, or is that a biased opinion or not?
Probably I'm from there.
All right, so unfortunately, I didn't do a good job at finding someone that is not from a team. Unfortunately, if I go further to my right, we're only going to have the teams, but I do think that everyone should see the immaculate vibes that we have at the Eco Vehicle Race 2024. Let's hear it for North College. Just a reminder to the teams that there is a Spirit Cup to be won. Can I please hear some noise from West College? It seems like South College has died out a little. I don't know if it's the sun, but let me hear it. South College, are you guys still with us? South College? It seems like South College won't be competing for that Spirit Cup. Next to them, I can see that Central College is starting to get some energy now that the cars are returning. But South College seems very much over this day. It is very hot, so I think we should just blame it on the heat. We have some of the cars entering the pit stops and coming back right now. Over there we have the white CUT car, which was performing very, very well in the track. And that's one of the cars that I actually have my money on in winning the Eco Vehicle race this year. If it's not the white CUT car, I think the other car that will stand a big chance in winning the race this year is actually West College. So that engineering mediator had a full right to be so confident in his drivers and in the ability of their car. And as I'm mentioning West College is coming around the corner, making an entrance. looking very beautifully in their team overalls.
We'll really just have to see about that, JD. We have no idea which college will win until we really get to give time to the judges to do all the our readings and the distances that they've traveled so far. So let's hope that these two teams that you're really looking forward to will eventually get there. But remember, we're really looking for how efficient that they use the energy, using the least amount of energy in the most time.
I definitely think those two cars are going to be in the top three. I don't know, Mississippi. I think we need to put some money on it because I definitely think those two cars are going to be in the top three this year. Then behind West College, we have South College coming in, also with a lot of energy. It seems like all the drivers, all the teams are really happy about their performances. Nobody seems to be disappointed as of yet, but we'll see as all of the cars start entering.
It seems as if it was really an enjoyable moment for them to be part of the Eco Vehicle Race Day 2024, and they really enjoyed it. We see it in their faces. Let's hope that in all the energy that they are showing now, they won't be disappointed when the results come out. But really, it seems to have been a very successful event. Everyone is happy. They're cheering for their teams. Let's hope that the judges will soon give us the news of who is the winners of this year's Eco Vehicle Race.
I can see that all the teams and all the supporters are currently busy competing for that Spirits Cup. As you guys can see behind me, gazebos are in the air. People are very serious about taking at least one trophy with them at the end of today.
Yes, indeed, JD. As you said, there are really 4 trophies up for grabs. One being the Spirit Cup. Oh, sorry, for the races specifically. It is for the Smart Lap, the Endurance Lap, and the Obstacle Course. And then obviously the overall winner. There is also a trophy for the pit stops as well as the Spirit Cup.
So I can see that East College, even though they could not complete the endurance race, the spirits in that college is still very, very high. I have to say, as I've mentioned before, the vibes for the Eco Vehicle Race 2024 are really tremendously immaculate. I hope that next year it can just go bigger and better.
Yes, indeed, JD. The plans are to take this project to a higher grounds indeed, so that it is bigger and it is better. We are quite happy of our new partnership with the Central University of Technology and the Nelson Mandela University in creating a new project, Eco Vehicle 2.0, that will give us an entirely different experience, a new experience, an exciting one.
Mississippi, so I have been telling everyone the teams that I think are going to be in the top 3. I would love to get your take on what has been happening today and which cars you think will be taking the top 3 spots.
Obviously, I'll have to quickly cancel out those cars that had problems during the race and quickly focus on those that completed the race without any issues. If you remember South Campus, car number 10, really, they had to stop at some point this side of the pit stop, having problems. West College went through and through with it, having done their driver changes. So really, I'm not sure. Hey, we'll just have to see. I don't have my finger on anyone at the moment.
So one thing about Mississippi is he never makes speculations. He only works with facts. And I think that's why he doesn't want to give me an answer right now. He's waiting for when we actually get the points and when the judges are done calculating. The judges are seriously busy at the table right now, trying to calculate the points, trying to see who is the winner of the Eco Vehicle Race Day 2024.
We're still indeed giving our judges a few more seconds to put in all the numbers that they've received from the marshals and the energies that they've used so that we can give an accurate reading of who the Eco Vehicle Race Day winners will be for 2024. Just a reminder to everyone, the endurance wrap, the one they just did, the last one, counts 50% of the whole race. With 20% being the smart lap, 20% being the pit stop crew, and 10% being the obstacle course.
I have one of the North College team members with me. How do you feel about your performance, your team's performance in today's race?
Overall?
Overall.
I think it went pretty great. With the endurance race, I'm a bit sad because one of our tires got punctured. So we got, I think it was 15 minutes left out of the race. But I think we did pretty well and we are part of our team.
Where do you think North College is going to finish this year? Do you think you guys are taking it home? Or with that little mishap that you had, do you think that you might have missed first place?
I think we might have missed first place, but we are hoping to be in the top 3 at least.
All right, thank you so much, and continue showing the great spirits that North College is showing. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the judges are still very much calculating, trying to make sure that no wrong calculations are being made. This is a very, very serious race. Very, very big event on the UFS campus every year. So we have to make sure that the winners that walk away in first place are the ones that truly deserve it.
It's only a matter of time now, JD, before a college picks up that big cup and be crowned the Eco Vehicle Race winners for 2024.
I'm seeing one of the drivers from last year in the crowd. So obviously I'm going to have to ask him what his take was on this year's race. If you guys can just... How are you today, Yak?
Good and you, good and you. Yes, I'm great, and it's good to be back, and it's good to see the Eco Vehicle race still going strong. Yes, it was quite a difficult course this year with a lot of new obstacles, and yes, we had a lot of crashes, which was quite entertaining, not always nice to see, but yes, it was fun.
All right, so as the winning college from last year, do you think that you guys are going to place in the top 3 this year?
Most definitely. I'm very positive, and our drivers did well.
Thank you so much, Yak. Obviously, Yak is also going to be very biased. He is from North College. I also think that he most probably thinks that North College is going to walk away with the win this year. Yak was a part of the Eco Vehicle race last year. So I'm pretty sure it was very nice for him to experience it from a crowd. Thank you so much, Yak. All right, lady. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So with me, I have Dr. Vol, who is the director of Student Life. Dr. Vol, you've been experiencing and seeing the eco vehicle race or the project grow each and every year. What is your take on this year's eco vehicle project?
Well, JD, this year the atmosphere is absolutely fantastic. It was a wonderful privilege to see the project grow over the past 7 years, but I'm telling you, the energy here this year is something significant. Yeah, wow.
I have to ask Dr. Vol, who do you think is going to walk away with the winning trophy?
Oh, that's a very unfair question to ask me. I decide to remain neutral. Let's wait and see.
Thank you so much, Dr. Vol. We'll see you later when you hand over the trophies.
We are just still waiting for the judges to finalize the calculations. So we'll have to see how that goes. In just a few more minutes, we'll be crowning the winners for the Eco Vehicle Race Day 2024. We're just going to give a bit more time to the judges to tally up everything so that we can get that going.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you can see on the screen right now that the judges are busy, very, very busy with the calculations still. You can see that the teams are still high in energy. The rest of us are definitely feeling the heat on this side. The day is a lot hotter than it normally is. Normally it rains on Eco Vehicle Race Day, but this year it seems like everything is going very well.
Yes, indeed, JD. I have to say that the weather was quite beautiful today in comparison to what we had last year, where we had to cancel our obstacle course due to the rain, and obviously considering the safety of the participants and the drivers. So I'm glad that the weather turned out the way it did this year.
All right. Are you ready? Are you ready for the announcement of the winners? All right, so we're going to start with the Spirit Cup. The winner of the Spirit Cup for 2024 is North College. Well done, North College. All right, so the winners of the Bluetooth race is Central College. Well done. Let's give it up for Central College, winners of the Bluetooth race.
Jy sê nou net, so jy gaan net sê van jy het twee tweede plekke. So jy gaan sê die derde plek, tweede plek.
Daai punte is
wag. So die punte is dieselfde, skus. So dis 'n joint
eerste plek. Okay.
En in tweede plek.
All right, then the winners of the pit stop. I'm going to ask that only the first place come up to the stage. I'm going to announce the third place, the second place, and then the first place, but only the first place winners come up to the stage, right? So for the pit stop winners, in the third place, South Campus. Right, second place, pit stop winners, CUT. And then in the first place, we've got a tie, so both teams can come up to the stage. A tie in the first place, it is East College and North College. All right. Then the winners of the obstacle race. Obstacle race winners. In the third place, Central College. The second place for the obstacle race, second place is Kovsie Q, Kwakwa. And the winners of the obstacle race is CUT Team 4. All right. Then the Smart Lab race. The Smart Lab race. In the third place, North College. In the second place, Second place for the Smart Lap is South College. And the winners for the Smart Lap race is CUT Team 2. All right. Then the endurance race. In the third place, North College. Second place for the endurance race, CUT Team 2. All right, and the winners for the endurance race is West College. All right. So, the overall winners for the Eco Vehicle Race 2024. In the third place, North College. In the second place, CUT Team 2. And the overall winners of the 2024 Eco Vehicle Race is West College.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, before we call it a day, I'm just gonna speak to the winning team of the Eco Vehicle Race 2024. With me, I have the West College Engineering Mediator. He was very, very positive at the beginning of the day that he will take the West College team from 8th place to 1st place. How do you feel now that that has actually happened?
Okay, first of all, I'm sure people are wondering what I would have done if I didn't win. I guess we'll never find out, eh? But then, great, I was gifted with a great team, right? These people have been with me through thick and thin. We have spent sleepless nights. We have strategized for this race. And I'm happy that I took West College from 8th place last year to 1st place this year. Guess who the winners again? West, baby!
Thank you so much, Topiwa. And once again, congratulations to West College, the Eco Vehicle Race Day winners for 2024. I would like to ask Mr. Sabia to just wrap the day up for us and take it away.
And ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of the Eco Vehicle Race Day 2024. Goodbye.